Well, I'm quite sure you guys must be wondering, why do I actually have a empty table scene right now?
Let us know.
What's the whole video about? Well, because I get so many requests from you guys wondering what I actually bring in my camera bag for my wedding shoots, I decided to actually just show you guys what exactly do I bring for my wedding shoots for 2020. So, this is the camera bag I use, and I'm just gonna make a short video of what I actually bring in my camera bag for 2020. So let's go straight in and let's open the bag. So, over here, I actually bring... Oh, by the way, sorry about the mess. It is a really old bag. I've used this bag more than 10 years. And if you're wondering what model it is the Think Tank Airport 2.0. Back to the video. My main camera body here. And now, since I have the R5, it is the R5, which is my main camera body. Right, I'm just gonna close the door. Hopefully you guys don't hear my kids making any noise downstairs. So this is my R5, this is my main camera body. And my second body, which I actually bring, sometimes I bring this lens, but right now, because I actually am doing some studio shoots, I have the Olympus 51.4. It's an old vintage lens, and I have that stuck on my EOS R. So the EOS R is the second body which I actually use for all my shoots, and I usually have the EOS R mounted with my 85 1.2. So 85 1.2 is my staple lens that's on the EOS R. Right, so next I also bring this wireless trigger. This one I actually wirelessly trigger this flash over here. So this is my wireless trigger flash, and it's the 600 EXRT. So when I want to do any flash work and all that, I use that trigger to trigger off this flash. Oh, in case if this, if the video isn't focusing that well, it's only because I'm using a manual lens right now. I've got the Samyang above me, because it's the only lens wide enough to take this camera bag on this table. I've got a tiny table, because that's why you can actually see that it doesn't actually fit the dimensions of the table. But anyway, let's go straight in. Okay, I actually bring also with me the RF to EF adapter with the ND filter. So that's my other thing that I bring, just in case if I have, shoots in the bright sunlight and I still want to open my aperture really wide open, I bring that. So this is actually the staple lens that's on my EOS R5. Currently I have the 24 1.4 in here, and that's on it, but usually I would actually take it out and put this as the staple lens for the wedding shoot day. So this is the staple lens. I'd say 90% almost of my shots are actually shot on this actual lens. And in here too, this is where I keep my notes and stuff, what I plan to do during the wedding shoot. So I have these notes here with me, and yeah, I've got about, so I have about three books of this. So I always use them as a reference, and I usually I don't have my pen right now, but usually for newer weddings I will actually sort of like write on the spot according to the new place that I'm actually shooting for that day. I'll actually bring a pen to write down on specific shots that I might want to get on that day. And moving over, something that I just got recently, and I can't wait to try it this weekend, is this. This is the macro 35 RF lens, and it's 1.8, and it's mainly for my ring shots, because I didn't have a macro lens, dedicated macro lens before this. I just had an old sort of like lens that's sort of like battered up, and I can't even do any autofocus with it. It's stuck. I can't even change the aperture settings. So I have this lens, and this lens will be quite interesting to use this weekend. Okay, now what else do I have? Okay, these are where I keep my batteries. This is my dummy battery in case I actually run out of power. Then I can actually use that dummy battery with a battery pack. So yeah, I have that. That's my wireless trigger. This is the 85. This is where I keep all my memory cards. Yeah, so I've got quite a few memory cards here. And this is something I never leave home without for every shoot. And I usually use these every time before every single shoot. So I actually clean up my lenses just before I start shooting every time. So I just use these guys, pack pad and the Eclipse what's this, liquid. Right, so yeah, and that's basically it. Nothing too fancy, everything's really old. And yeah, some of these things are a bit old. Oh, hang on, something fell. Okay, anyway, I've got this too. This lens, which I almost forgot to show you guys, I use the 16 to 35 only when I know that I am in a really tight spot and I actually need a place that has, when I actually need a more, you know, a wider angle. So usually I bring this lens only when I need to. So this is the 16 to 35. Yeah, and also for shoots, I will bring a Gorilla Pod. Most of the time I like also using a tripod more than the Gorilla Pod, because the Gorilla Pod sometimes I do need the height and I don't get that with this. I gotta find a spot where I can actually plant it high. So with this I can actually put it on the ground and I can get to the right height that I want to. So I use this, and also I do like using these guys. This is the Edelkrone head, so it's really useful. So I want to make a review on this sometime, but anyway, this is really a great item to get, and that's basically it. Oh yeah, before I forget, another thing I actually bring is this light. So I like bringing this light. It's really good and useful. It's for my it's for the portrait sessions that happen after the actual wedding ceremony is over, so I tend to use this quite a bit for the portraits. Yeah, this is really useful. You should get this. Also, I've been meaning to actually bring this along as well. This is my MC RGB. They're really useful lights. I would highly recommend them. If you ever need to buy small portable lights, get these guys. They're really good. But yeah, this is pretty much what I bring in my bag for 2020 for my wedding shoots. Yeah, that's it.